Caitlyn, welcome back to the UK.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
It's so good for us to have you back. And how are you feeling about the whole trip? How excited are you to be at C2C?
I'm so excited to be here. C2C has been on my bucket list for a really long time. And I haven't been to the UK since 2016. Since then, I've released 2 records. I'm almost releasing this 3rd record next month. So it is time. It's time to be here. And I'm just really honored to be a part of this whole week.
Yeah, and you're playing at the Songwriters as well tonight.
Yes.
CMA Songwriter Series. How excited are you to be playing?
So excited! I love songwriters rounds. You know, I started as a songwriter. I started in that world, and so it's still one of my favorite things to be a part of because I want to hear the stories behind the songs of my friends sitting next to me on stage too. So it's going to be great.
And you were at the ACMs the other night.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, because you were nominated for New Female Artist, which must have been incredible. And just tell us about the whole night. And the whole
it was
experience.
incredible. It was my first ACMs, first nomination. You know, it was extra special because I grew up watching the ACMs. Like, definitely, I have a very vivid memory of like Trisha Yearwood winning and thinking, wow, someday that would be really cool if that was me. That award show. And so it just was really special to finally be a part of it. And I've been kind of on the outskirts of the country community and the fold for years and years, and it just really felt so special to just feel like a part of the family that night. So it was pretty special.
Yeah. And you've got this new album, High, coming on April 8th,
Yes.
which you must be so pumped about, and we're so looking forward to hearing it as well. We love the stuff you've been releasing recently. So what can we expect from this project, and
Yes,
what do you want to say?
I'm so excited. So I spent a lot of time in the last year in the studio. Decided I really wanted to self-produce this new music, which has been an incredible adventure. I pulled in this incredible engineer, Gina Johnson, who's done like Stapleton and Jason Isbell, like to really help me get the sounds. And I feel so pumped about this record. I've noticed as an artist, just the more records that I make, it just feels more focused of what I want to say. And so writing for this record was even a little more different. I'm proud of this record because of how it sounds, but also I think the songs are they're a little more vulnerable, they're a little more feminine, they're a little more, I don't know, sweet. And so I'm pumped for people to hear this music.
Well, you mentioned that you're self-producing the album. You have to have a good level of sort of self-trust to be able to do that.
Well, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
It was terrifying, for sure.
So tell us about that whole process and why you really felt you had to do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's been a journey. I'm no stranger to being in the studio. I've made records since I was a teenager. I had Pro Tools rig in my basement, and so I know how to do all of the stuff, right? But for some reason, production was like mystified. But I had always been curious what my music would sound like if there was nothing else in the way. And I could just experiment and see, right? And have permission to play. There was also something of just wanting to see what would happen if I took a chance on myself like that. I'm definitely guilty of like wanting to please people, needing people's approval, things like that too. And like, I was just curious of what would happen if I just tuned all of that out and just gave myself the approval. And so this whole record is, in a way, like a big therapy project. But it truly is like just an album where I just take a chance on myself, which is really a cool thing.
That's really cool.
It's a cool chapter to put out there.
Yeah. And the new single you put out, Downtown Baby, which has gone to country radio as well, which is so exciting for you. Tell us about that. You co-wrote it with Miley Cyrus, didn't you?
So, High, I co-wrote with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, sorry, I do apologize.
And we can talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Downtown Baby, the last song we released, I wrote with Gordy Sampson, Simon Wilcox, and Togs. And it is just a fun track. It was inspired by one of my favorite places to go visit and play music is New York City. And my husband and I always have the best night and stay out way too late. And so this song kind of revolves around just me and my husband drunk in New York. And I wanted to create a fun track. In going and making this record, I thought a lot about my live show as well. And so that's kind of the place that this song plays is, you know, I want people to dance. I want people to have a good time. And channel a little Whitney Houston in there too. So, yeah.
Yeah, and coming on to High,
yes,
that was the one.
That was the lead single, yeah.
Yeah, tell us why that felt like a good way to sort of introduce this project, because it's such a powerful song. So.
High was the first song that I cut in the studio. I had a very clear vision in my head of how it sounded, and so I wanted that to also be the first song that people heard. Miley Cyrus released a version of it on her Plastic Hearts record that Mark Ronson produced, and it's so very cool. She sings the crap out of it. Like, I'm so honored to have that cut and to have her be a part of this song. But writing it, I just had always felt that this was my story that I wanted to tell too. It just, sometimes when I write a song, it just is like, oh, this fits nice. Yeah, I like this. And so I really wanted to release my version. Plus, I heard it a little different than they had cut it. And so I heard it a lot bigger, a lot more gospel-y. And it was so fun to record. We had the incredible Amanda Shires play fiddle on it as well, which was a total dream. And so, yeah. I was just so pumped about the track. I'm like, this is what we have to put out first.
And I just wanted to reflect on the success of I Can't with Old Dominion as well, because I was chatting to the Old Dominion guys a few months back, and they were just overwhelmed at getting the chance to sing on a track with you, and they're saying such a talented artist in your own right. So tell us about working with those guys and what that whole process was like.
Man, well, I'm so grateful that they added their magic to this track. They really, in them putting their magic on it, helped open this door to country radio, which I'm so grateful. But I've been a fan of those guys for so long, of their songwriting, and so when I was sitting down with the co-head of my label, Shane McAnally, we were kind of talking about collabs on the record Supernova, and we were kind of wondering who we should get on I Can't, and he threw out the Old Dominion idea, and I just laughed because I was like, they've never done a collab. Like, do they even know who I am? I don't even know. Like, I just didn't think it was going to be a thing, but they loved the song, and we're so gracious. And they took me out on the road after we cut the song too, which was so fun to just be around them and learn from them. They're such good dudes. Yeah. They make great music.
And just finally, Caitlyn, before I let you go, what's the plan for the UK long term? Because I'm hoping this is going to be
long term. I want to come back as much as possible, right? That's the long term goal. Yeah, super honored to be a part of C2C. I'm manifesting a tour here later this year with the new album, and so manifest with me. No, but I definitely plan to be back, and I'm so in love with the UK audience in general. What I think it's my people. Like, the way that the audiences here listen to music is how I like to listen to music. There's just so much respect and admiration for the song too. So as a songwriter, I'm like, these are my people.
Yeah, well, that's what we like to hear. Well, Caitlyn, thank you so much for doing this today.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
you taking the time, and enjoy the weekend.
Thank you, you too.